pretty cool that they are actually going to be traveling that far to get to it. So that makes me interested to see how the team's going to play here. And
everybody and their grandmothers are going to be there, man.
It feels like it, doesn't it? It's getting interesting.
It's going to be awesome. Pretty much every top team, Europe, CI, it doesn't matter. They're all going to be at Copenhagen Games. It's going to be amazing. And that's only, what, like 2 weeks away? It's right around the corner, Anders.
Yeah, guess who else is going to be there? It's going to be someone. I have Vendetta. Are you going?
No, unfortunately not. It's like in the smack dab in the middle of every exam ever. So
yeah, that's the problem.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
That's the problem with university sometimes. Well, fair enough. We'll bring a pillow or something, and we'll write Vendetta on it, and we'll pretend that you're there in spirit anyway. But before we do anything else, guys, let's just quickly introduce this. This is the SLTV Star Series here. We got Courage versus NIP in a best of one game on Nuke, and you're watching NIP TV. I'm Anders, with me Semler and Vendetta. And on Courage side, we've got Blade, Zone, Simple, World Edit, and Prisak. And on NIP, well, it's Freiburg, Get Right, Fiflyer, and Forest, and Exist. And Forest tagged up incorrectly there. Maybe they don't allow that kind of, real name in prison. I don't know. People get funny nicknames, don't they, when they're in jail?
He's got the picture to go with it as well.
He has got the picture.
Is he smiling or is he gritting his teeth? I don't know, Anders. You need to tell me.
I don't know. I don't even want to theorize about that. We'll see how he goes. This time, though, it is Courage starting off on the counter-terrorist side, which is good news after all here for the underdog team now that we're on Nuke.
And they're going to be just going... the thing is, what was really cool about that knife round as well is that Nip actually fell for some traps. Courage were able to get some pretty cool kills in there. So they're showing the creativity right off the bat in the knife round. Now we have to see something big here from them in the pistol round, but Priz has already dropped down to 3 HP, so... Good thing the Glock, it doesn't do as much damage as it used to, or we might be a man down already for the CT side.
That's unfortunate. They've only done a little bit, but look at where Freiburg is. He's actually snuck up all the way behind onto ramp, and now he's ready to get some action done. He's going to take down Zone as the first kill, and then Simple takes a return kill. So just an equal trade going on at this point. The bomb has been planted, though, so that's good news for NIP. Forest waiting in the back here now. He's giving himself away, and World Dead is trying to fight it out, but there's Forest with the one headshot, and Exist to take up the second one, and that's Simple and Prisak left, and Exist coming in with another kill. It's going to make it a double, and the defuse now doesn't feel like it's going to happen. Flaren will end the round and take down Prisak. And that is going to be NIP winning that pistol round. It was looking good. They did have a slight advantage at one point, Courage, but they just couldn't make it through.
The bigger problem is when they first got the man advantage, at that point, the 3 remaining NIP members had already gotten into really good afterplant positions. I mean, you saw what Forrest was able to do there from the back of Secret.
Yeah.
I think that was crucial for NIP. So they bought enough time. I mean, Freiburg and Get Right going down at ramp didn't really all that much.
Well, it's also just like that moment of panic when you realize, oh, somebody snuck up all the way behind us. We didn't expect that. That could be really, really frustrating. But bad news for Courage. It would have been nice if they could have started off with a pistol round at least to buy something. And Semler, they're not even buying any armor here in the second round. What do you think?
No, that's the interesting thing is that, usually you would see CT side pick up Kevlar, armor, helmets, that sort of thing. On Nuke in particular, CT side is so favored that you can really make that buy work. If not just flat out win the round. At this time around, they just seem to go for double deagles. They're picking up a CZ75 as well. And that's all the firepower that they have, and they can't quite make it work. They're able to do the damage to Pyjamas, but they can't just get, they have to do more than get damage. They have to get kills, and they aren't going to get a single one here in the second round. So that was a terrific round for Nip.
Even the Bison on Get Right picking up 2 kills like that is going to be, a lot more money for him. And also, he's buying a Molotov here too. He's just on fire. He's feeling it right now. And in the third round, they're not going to be buying anything. What do you think, Vendetta? I mean, you've said before you're not a big fan of the armor buy.
Well, it's completely dependent though. But I think if you don't go for an armor buy, you don't want to spread yourself as thin as what Courage did. I mean, because realistically, you're not going to have that good of a chance really if you're just going one toe-to-toe without armor.
Oh, look at Freiburg clicking away, and Blade is going to go down. That was through the box in the ramp room. Very annoying, Freiburg there. But a nice shot from Prisak is going to take down Fiflaren, and also Freiburg dying to World Edit. So this is actually a much better round than the last one for Courage. They've got 2 kills and picked up 2 AKs. If they can save both these AKs, that'd be amazing. But one of them already gone, and now Zone is going to walk right into Exist, and he's looking the wrong way as well. A little bit unfortunate. I don't know, given the time left and the fact that Nuke is not a giant map, do you think they should have saved, or should they have gone for the defuse?
I think that they would. I mean, obviously, you could look at it from the point where they want to save up as much money as possible, but they would have been able to buy regardless. Yeah. So maybe they wanted to do some economic damage before they start the bar and hopefully put a dent into NIP's ever-growing economy.
Well, they did manage to get a couple kills that round, so I mean, it was already pretty good work. Considering that second round where they hardly got anything done at all, Courage, at least they come back in the third and manage to get something done. So now it's the fourth round. They've got the bye. They're coming into it, and they've got a bit of an aggressive stance out in yard. Forrest with the sick wallbang on top, however, is going to drop World Edit down to 35. That's from T-Roof. And that is so cool. You're seeing more and more of that as well. When teams slow down their pace and go for those wallbangs, it's just not often you see it work that well.
Yeah, that's really good. That much damage is definitely a little bit unusual. Used to be a lot more in 1.6, but in Global Offensive we've seen it less and less, so it's fun seeing it up in action again. Simple outside, though, picking up Freiburg's a nice kill. He was all the way up on the dog wire outside there, so that's going to work out just fine for him. And now they can play much more defensively, Courage. They had the advantage, and it's on NIP to make a change now. With only 45 seconds left, it's a good start here for the Russian team.
I have to say so. They're managing to fall back to lower side as well. They've got that man advantage, and now they're just going to play off of that. Smoke's going out now, just going to burn more time off the clock. Nip have control of ramp, though, so Courage can get an idea of where they're going to be going with this. And the nades going down onto the lower site are going to make it perfectly clear. Prizrak waiting in the window room, but there's Exist picking off his teammates at one.
Yeah, right now they're trading a lot, but it's NIP coming out on top, and Simple jumping into the fire that was already put down by NIP. Bomb is going to go down, and so is World Edit. Now Simple is going to be alone in a 1-on-3. With an AWP, no grenades and no kit, it's really just time to pack up and leave here, see if he can get away. There's no way he's going to win a 1-on-3 like this.
He's still getting into the vents as well. He really wants to look for a pick here. But there's a man on ramp. And I'm surprised he actually made it out of there alive. Exist is now closing in from behind, however, and there's the quick shot from Simple. Unfortunately for him, he can't land it, and that is going to be a very clean win for Nip. 3 members live, they get the plant, everything goes their way, and Courage now are just going to be right back down to eco.
I mean, in that situation, if he was in a 1-on-3 and the bomb hadn't been planted yet, so he had a little bit of time to find a pickoff, I could have seen him sticking around if he had an AK or something, but with an AWP, that felt suicidal to me at least.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the right decision to make. I mean, what's the best case scenario for him is most likely getting 2 frags at best, and you still lose the ops. I mean, yeah, I don't really see why he would have stuck around.
I think, gentlemen, that what we're seeing, is that there's a fine line between courageous and suicidal. And Courage haven't quite figured that line out yet. They're like, we got to live up to our name, gents, but, you got to learn when to slow it down as well, guys.
Well,
so...
Damn, you name your team Courage. You kind of set a standard you got to live up to, right?
Exactly.
I see how that works out.
Perhaps they feel their hands are forced.
Exactly. Exist outside did take a lot of damage to Simple, but he didn't get the kill on him, so Exist still going to be alive here. Zone walking in, and Friflower is going to take him down, so a slow round coming in from NIP. They know they're up against pistols, but they want to make sure they don't throw anything away, and they're certainly not so far. It's going to be, I mean... Yeah, the Swedish team, they're just off to a really nice start here. Prizrak going to take down Forrest, who was crept up behind, and Freiburg trying to put some wallbang. You actually can wallbang that spot. He just narrowly misses it.
But so far, actually, this is Courage managing to pick up 1 kill, and there's still 3 guys left on this map. They've got an AK to work with now. World Edit in the vents. He's putting the CZ-75 to work, picks off Freiburg, and that's the CZ-75 for you. Gets the headshot, gets another one! World Edit, 2 kills with the pistol, and he's still there going for more.
He only had 4 bullets left, so, I mean, if he had missed a few more, then Get Right would have just been fine anyway, but he did get the kill on him, and now, Prizrak, he could have snuck up from behind, though I think Exist was sort of thinking about it, because now he's actually chasing him down, so definitely wouldn't have worked out too well. World Edit with a great round. I mean, those were some mind-blowing headshots. Now, Prizrak, is he going to be able to save the AK? I think they know exactly where he is.
They're already closing in on him. He should be able to live, though, unless they just start hightailing it for him, and they aren't going to make it in time. You can see Get Right already just trying to put shots through, but you can't wall bang through that building, Get Right. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So Courage, I mean, a great eco round for them, in large part due to World Edit, really just getting those 2 kills towards the end there, but Priz holding on to the AK is a pretty big deal as well. Now he's got a little bit of money. At least he does.
Yeah, and now look at this Forest. I mean, they have so much money on NIP side that Forest has picked up an AWP. Simple has one too. And this is going to be AWP versus AWP battle out in the courtyard, maybe.
The only thing they have to worry about is Exist, who's on a tear right now, and he's already there to support. Freiburg is out in the yard as well, so really a lot of attention being given to this part of the map here by Nip. They really want to just kind of deny Courage and make sure that they can get yard control and start closing in from whichever way they want. Fiflarn putting some shots through is actually going to catch Zone as well, so a little bit unlucky there for Zone, but no kills yet on this map.
Not just yet. Freiburg with a flash out. Going to run all the way up to CT Red here. And some good spray from Flaren takes Zone down to 11 HP. Forrest, he spent a lot of time up on the silo, not really connecting with anyone, but he did spot a single person, so I think that's why they're worried about CT Red right now. They want to check everywhere, because Freiburg doing a good job just checking absolutely everywhere, but Prishrak somehow managed to elude him. Forrest will get the kill either way, though, so just an equal trade at this point. And now, Courage, I mean, with Zone with that little HP, this could still work out in favor of NIP.
This is still NIP with 30 seconds left, though, so now they're starting to run out of time. They're going to have to make a call. They know that Zone's been tagged up. They could go off of that, but Fiflaren will get the headshot on World Edit. Point blank out of the hut. We have a man coming in on Crows. That's simple with the AWP. So if Fiflaren tries to make a play out here, he's going to get run. He's going to run right into it. But Exist is waiting. He's watching Cat. And unfortunately for Simple, Exist does not miss.
Oh man, if World Edit gets that kill in the hut, the whole round is completely different, but it doesn't work out that way. And now you got to wonder, what is Courage going to do here? They've already lost 5 rounds in a row. On the CT side is a very bad omen for what's to come, so Blade and Zone, they're going to make a run for it, but NIP, they already know it. They're going to go and look for them. Get right up on the CT, on the T roof here. He wants that shot, long range.
Yeah, they're not going to let it get away. Exist with 8-1-1 right now. Get right 4-1. Forest 6-1. I mean, they're doing a tremendous job here so far on the T side, Nip, just as far as kills are concerned. But Nip are closing in. There's going to be Blade standing his ground. Get right will find that frag after all. But there's still one man who did manage to live through it.
Oh, man. The fact that Get Right, Exist, and Forest have all just died a single time, they only have 1 death each, is, I mean, that really does tell the tale. And then Blade with 0 kills and Zone with 1. Right now, Courage is only sort of halfway functioning, and NIP, they're taking full advantage here. We're into the 7th round, and 6 rounds is more than enough on the terrorist side of Nuke, so this is going to be Courage winning 9 rounds in a row if we want any kind of game to watch here. Otherwise, it's going to be just even more one-sided.
There's a good start, though.
Yeah, they're off to a good start.
Yeah, Fiflaren going down, killed by Simple over the ramp room, pushing in a little bit alone, so there's definitely a nice opening here for the counter-terrorist side. Now, NIP, they've been cutting the clock kind of low so far. They've been going in when only 40 seconds have been left. This time is a little bit faster, and let's see if that's going to work out. Freiburg with the opening kill. World Edit picks off 1, and he jumps down to get the 2nd kill. Very nice move from him, and Get Right going to go down. Simple with that kill, and this is looking good for the first time here on Nuke. It's working for Courage. Forrest missing a shot, but he is alone, and they don't actually have to challenge him.
They don't have to do anything. They can let him sit and sweat because they're sitting on the bomb on that upper site. Simple taking a shot at Zone there. That's a little interesting. Doing a little bit of damage, but Forrest, he's going to get caught in a crossfire out in yard. Won't get a kill. So that's a pretty big round here for Courage. They get on the board, but they keep 4 members alive as well. They hold on to an AWP. That was just a big win there for Courage. They need more rounds like that. Now it's time to bring in the follow-up.
Yeah. And what happens if they don't get that follow-up? I mean, everybody knows how the mechanical or the economic aspect work in this game right now. You know, losing that round, or winning this round, but then losing the subsequent one is going to leave them in a really bad hole economically. So we'll see if it's going to work out or not. 6-1, and NIP, they can buy this round, and they can buy the next one if they feel it too. Even though Fiflaren is a little bit low on money, they should be able to spread that around. Oh.
I'm just watching right now to see where they're going to be going here, because Get Right's he's managed to post up fairly low. 2 guys waiting for him. He almost gets the double kill. Simple drop down to 14 points of health. Freiburg is looking to pick up on that. And instead, he's going to walk his way through the smoke into main, and it looks like they could be in a pretty good position here as World Edit gets caught off guard. Freiburg picks him off as he drops down from the hut. That's the man advantage here now for Nip, who are just slowly working their way back into this round.
Oh, Simple missing a shot, and he re-peeks and actually gets the shot on Forrest. That was unlikely, because Forrest knew exactly where he was, but he still ends up dying. Now it's Blade and Zone left, and Zone's about to walk right into Fiflaren, who's just waiting here. And then we have, apparently, oh, a big hiccup on GoTV. We missed that shot, unfortunately. So Zone is going to be left in a 1-on-2 here. 35 seconds. He's going to have to do this. If NIP win this round, it is a disaster for the Russian team, and they won't win it. Exist coming in big with a triple kill, and that is going to be it. He's also top fragging here with 11 on the terrorist side.
And I'm surprised Courage hasn't done more to really prohibit NIP from getting so much space in the courtyard area, because we've seen it time after time again. This time Freiburg makes it into main, and he's been around that area the last 3 or 4 rounds when NIP have tried to go out into yard. And this time he picks up World Edit on top of Bluette, who've been playing from that position at least 3 rounds in a row. So I'm surprised that they're actually not doubling up towards yard and actually doing something really to counteract what NIP are doing.
Yeah, they have Simple out there, but he is really far back, and that smoke, for instance, is going to make his job a little bit more difficult. Flash comes out as well. NIP going to try and run around, but Flaren will go down. That kind of puts a halt to it. Looks like they do want to see if they can make their way through main, just like you were talking about. Freiburg, is he going to take the challenge? He will challenge that AWP and do significant damage to Simple, who has to fall back.
He's just changing it up, and I was about to say that's the 1-2 combination that's going to lead Freiburg to getting killed, as he's going to get caught out in the open. Simple, though, has to get the job done himself in the end. But that is still a 2-man advantage here for Courage moving in here, and there's Simple just taking another shot. Unfortunately, Simple, he lands one, misses another, and that's going to lead to 2-on-2 situation. Now, Nip finding 2 quick kills brings them right back into this.
Yeah, NIP are playing really well. You can see they've been spending some time deathmatching. I mean, their aim right now is definitely on point, and they're landing the shots just fine on the Courage team. And let's see. Blade going to jump down. Does find Forest now. Just one person left, and Get Right is going to go down. Nice double from Blade. Those are the first 2 kills he's gotten in the first 9 rounds. So it's about time he stepped it up, and he actually saved Courage then. Now, NIP, they can buy up here, but if they lose this upcoming round, they might have to go for an eco. Nearly, at least. Yeah, so not a lot of money in exist either. Yeah, probably going to be eco if NIP lose this round.
Yeah, I think whoever wins this round is probably going to get one freebie.
Oh,
that's the economic set for both teams, really.
No,
I'm surprised to see
Courage, they might get more.
that is true. So right now, NIP are doing something they haven't done in a while, and that's doing something quickly, and they're already taking ramp.
It's a really fast kill on Sonnen. He was alone in there. There was one guy close by. I think it was Simple, but he couldn't help out in time. NIP were a little bit too forceful there. Blade, though, is going to pick up another kill, and Get Right takes down Blade. And now the rush is on down here. Nice shots from the FAMAS. Wielded by World Editor. He's going to take a triple kill. Very good. It does burn to death. That leaves him in a 1-on-1. And then Forest, he just casually strolls into the bomb site and takes down Simple. He had no idea where the remaining terrorist was. That was a little bit unfortunate because World Edit just got an amazing triple kill with that FAMAS. I don't actually see that many people using that weapon that well anymore.
The FAMAS?
Yeah.
Well, it is the most inaccurate is kind of a weird phrasing, but it's the most inaccurate rifle the CT has, so yeah, that's probably why. And, you know, it's given how the silencer for the M4 is somewhat cheaper than a normal M4, people would normally opt for that instead of a FAMAS, or just go for a P90.
Oh, that was a bit of a mistake there. Just or timing. Lady Luck giving Simple a bit of a wink, but he's able to sneak his way into lobby and rush down one member. Exist is going to get a double spray down on long, however. Zone and Prizrak both getting picked off. But Courage, they at least managed to pick up 1 kill, and that's Get Right. Blade is still in the mix here. He's stuck up on the silos up main site. 3 guys there just waiting for him. And Nip find another round, so...
He almost landed on that X down there. It was almost perfect. It's very close that he landed right on the mark. Well, now Courage, they have no economy to really buy much, if anything, but they are going to force it up because they realize the first half is sort of drawing to a close, so it's either now or never. It's going to be 4 FAMASs, 1 M4, limited grenades, no defuse kits or anything else like that. Let's see if they can put a stop to NIP this time around. Again, the courtyard, they have Prizrak out here, but he's probably going to be running back soon as anything happens here. Flash goes out, he tries for the spray, but they are still not putting a lot of attention on this courtyard, not aggressively anyway.
No, but Nip going for a pretty...
This is a very Nip-esque move. This is what NIP have been doing this on Nuke since 2012. I mean, this is the Nip strategy. Except normally you'd have Flaren leading the charge in yard instead of being at ramp. And normally you'd have Get Right at ramp or by Squeaky.
Yeah,
but it seems to be working out either way.
Forrest with that opening kill, taking down Blade. Now Freiburg with the next one. And let's see, Zone here, he's kind of trapped in. World Edit going to pick up a kill. Zone turns around, he takes down Insist and then gets the kill on Flaren. That was fast. Now it's going to be Get Right and Forrest left, and now just Zone in a 1-on-1 here. He's already got the triple kill, and he's looking for Forrest, but not going to get it. The C-set, 75 wheels of quad kill for Forrest, and that's going to make it 10-2. Very, very cool round from Courage. They almost brought that home, but NIP, once again, it's down to a 1-on-1, and they managed to come out on top.
And that's back-to-back. What? Isn't that not back-to-back? No, it's close enough. Whatever. Forrest, the 2 clutch situations that just happened here, he's the one who clinches it for Nip. But these are just rounds that are coming down to just the smallest of details. And, I mean, you have big kills coming in, big double kills, World Edit coming in, Zoned. I mean, they're all stepping up their play, but in the end, it always just barely falls short for Courage. Freiburg, however, will get opened up on, gets blocked by a teammate. It looks like Get Right kept him from getting around that wall. So that's a little bit unfortunate there for a start.
That was payback from the previous round where Freiburg let someone from Blue Hut take out Get Red and Squeaky.
There you go.
Sohn, he almost got that flick shot on Fuflower, and he's down to 10 HP. That was through the smoke as well. That's a really cool reaction. And he did it last round at Pyjamas as well, so he's definitely stepping up here, but can't help but shake the feeling it's a little bit too late, isn't it? 10-2. It's a disastrous score for the CT side here. Get Right waiting. Sohn is going to go down, and that's going to be the opening. Exist with the grenade as well, and they are getting ready for it.
Get Right currently on a mission, just trying to check out Yard. Blade is going to start working his way into lobby. Get Right could run right back into him. Get Right, he does get the AK out in time, but it's not going to be quick enough. Blade, 2 quick headshots, eliminates Get Right from the field, and we're back to a 3-on-2 now as Exist will take out Simple. Fifth Lauren finds World Edit, and they know exactly where Blade's going to be coming from. Exist just lies in wait, and that's a triple kill for Exist, who's now sitting at 16-1-5 on the T side of Nuke. That's an obscene scoreline right off the bat. I mean, we're in the 14th round, and the terrorists have 11 of those rounds.
It's looking really good, isn't it? There's not much to say at this point. They are going to be able to buy up this time at least Courage, but even if they win the remaining rounds and make it to 11-4, that is still going to be nowhere near good enough here for the CIS team. We'll see if they can do it anyway, though. There's also just some honor at stake here. Plus, they're going to be going to Copenhagen games like we talked about, Courage are. So it'd be nice if they can get a little bit of confidence back here. Blade is going to take down Exist. That is a nice start, but Forrest is there with the return. Double for Blade, and Forrest comes in with a double of his own. He's going to pull it back to a 2-on-2. Sohn, he doesn't check the corner, and Get Right will take him down, and a simple gone. Fuflower with the headshot through the smoke. That's a very fast round here for NIP. 12-2, and now, I mean, they're going to buy whatever they can on Courage side, but it's hard to see this really working out.
That was just a brutal round. And World Edit getting caught off guard, you just start to notice how NIP are now figuring out how Courage are playing this CT side. They just know now, okay, check the top of hut, World Edit is there, easy kill for Forrest. It's just these sorts of little details that NIP are picking up on and they're exploiting to their fullest. And now, Freiburg walks into Yard and manages to find a headshot on Prizrak to start things. So Courage in the final round of this first half, and they're already behind.
Blade does get a return kill, so that is something. He's very low on health, though. Sohn with the max 7 looking through the smoke. He really wants to find Fuflower or Get Right here. He's going to flash his way through and then go check. Fuflower not blind, but still the headshot for the max 7 is going to be enough. He gets a second one, and that's the bomb down. Sohn making stuff happen here for the CT side. Now he just has to hold tight and call for backup.
It's that goddamn Mag 7. He gets kills for whoever's holding it. Last time we saw it in action was, what, Get Right with his Eco Ace? So, the Mag 7 is a blessed weapon, and Zoned will get a triple kill in the end. So, good round from him. Stepping it up, gets 10 frags at the end, but it's still a 12-3 scoreline here with NIP very, very, very far in the lead.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's Counter-Strike, anything can happen, but realistically speaking, Vendetta, how screwed are Courage at this point?
I mean, they need to win the lottery, pretty much. That's the odds right now.
They need to win.
It's actually exactly like the lottery. I mean, anything could happen as long as you've bought your ticket, but it's probably not gonna.
If they win the lottery and then hire assassins to actually, assassinate NIP, then, while they're dead in their chairs, they can actually go and win the game. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, more or less. That's the odds we're giving them.
I actually did play the lottery this weekend, even though I know it's tremendously stupid, but there was I think it was 355 million Danish kroner online, so I thought if I could do that, I can host a pretty cool Counter-Strike tournament, but I didn't win anything, guys, so we'll have that on delay next month, though maybe I'll win something.
God damn it, Ed, here I was getting my hopes up.
Yeah, me too, I've thought about complaining and everything, because I really felt like I should have won that, but that's how it goes. Some guy in Finland apparently basically just won a ridiculous amount of money. Either way, here it comes. 12-3, and now the 16th round is coming up, Courage. Well, the lottery would be good, but winning the pistol round would at least, it would bring it a little bit back in their favor, just see if they can get some courage back at least.
They definitely need it, and it looks like they want to try for something out in Yard. At least Prizrak is setting himself up to smoke off Yard, and they've got the bomb in Yard as well. So we're probably going to see a push into Secret, and Zone just basically being the annoyance coming from behind, the potential backstab threat.
And with that early kill on Exist, it's looking pretty good. Get Right doing almost no damage as they run down. Freiburg is getting ready to flank them, though. That could be absolutely beautiful. He's going to really make it behind them here. It could ruin the whole round for them, but they are aware. They do spot him out, and a headshot will put him down to 4 HP. So that's some heads-up thinking. Simple is going to catch someone here as well, and that's Flaren going down. Looking good so far here for the terrorist side.
Yeah, fantastic work. They've got that man advantage. Freiburg dropped down to 4 as well. Had he had Kevlar, perhaps something could have happened there, but Simple already managing to tag up Get Right at ramp. Drops him very low as well. Freiburg waiting in the corner, picks off World Edit, but that's all he will get. So now we're into a 2-on-3 retake situation here for Nip as the bomb gets planted.
Yeah, the only thing going in IP's way is that they still have Forrest, and he's one of the best pistol players in the whole world. Takes a headshot on Simple now. He's in a 1-on-2. Trying to land the shot. He's going to get another one. And it's down to a 1-on-1. He made a 180. Already ready for Blade to come in here. The smoke is up. He does have a kit. He's going to go for the diffuse Blade. Can he spot him? He can't see a thing. And Forrest... he's still waiting. He's got more time. He's walked out of the smoke. He's ready for it. He tries to take the shot. A lot of damage done. He's going to go for the knife. He jumps into him. He misses it. And he's going to go down. Blade gets the double. And Forrest, well, that Lyle certainly fits that situation. That is going to be 4-12. And Courage winning that pistol round. But Forrest, man, that was inches away.
I just had a flashback to Inferno when I tried to do the exact same thing that Forrest just did. So I can just imagine I heard Forrest shouting YOLO and going for it.
Has he been spending too much time in prison? You know, was he like, ready with the shank? That's how they do in prison, yeah.
Yeah.
If only he had like a toothbrush that had been sharpened or something, he would have done much better.
Straight out of Oz.
2 UMPs on the terrorist side. Samurai, I know you're going to be happy about this.
Dude, that dirty ump money is great. I mean, if you're not going to get a shoddy, you're going to get an ump. And, well, I mean, it does great damage as well. So, I mean, this is still a very good gun. You know, it did take a little bit of a nerf. That was quite some time ago, however. But it is still a very good little SMG to be using. It's interesting to see it as well. Seems like Courage not too worried about that armor buy. Not opting to go for the rifles right off the bat.
Yeah, it's looking good so far. At least they took down Freiburg, but that max 7 on Get Right does make me a little bit curious. They are trying to wall bang through. They will do a little bit of damage. They keep checking it. Get Right, he's just trying to ignore it at this point. He's down to 33. There is armor on NIP. That's a different build for what Courage were doing. Forrest going to take a headshot. Get Right with the max 7 as well. Still alive.
Well, not for long, though. World Edit waiting with that UMP. Now Prizrak is going to chase Forrest back onto Cat. Exist managed to find a kill, however. They're each sitting with 1. It's a 2-on-2 situation, and Forrest is still waiting on the Cat area. He's trying to set it up so that Exist can come in to do some work from main, but Exist misses some shots, and Priz will live. That doesn't mean, however, that Forrest won't take a parting shot and drop another man. So 4 kills for Nip in that eco round is actually fantastic. We're going to see Courage spending quite a bit of their money here in this round to get everybody re-equipped. And they might be kicking themselves for going with the SMG buy. You know, this is the thing. If you have Kevlar helmet, even an ump, you're not going to get an insta kill if somebody's wearing a helmet. So Nip, they live just a little bit longer, and they're able to get the kills because of it.
Still an opportunity for Courage at least to pull this back to something that looks like 6-12 if they can win this round. And that is a little bit better than it otherwise would have been. But for them to bring it all the way back and actually win this game, they are going to have to really step it up. NIP is a good team on Nuke. I mean, they used to be one of the best. Then Very Games kind of took that spot from them. And now, I mean, it seems like they're more confident playing the map now than they used to be.
Now, should we say the Dignitas are the best? Is that the new meta?
Oh, I mean, there's some Danish pride involved here, you know. I feel like saying yes.
Can you let it go? Yeah, exactly. Can you let it go, Anders?
I don't know. We'll see. Freiburg waiting in the corner is going to get found. Nice, just nice thoroughness coming out from Prizrak, not leaving any stone unturned, basically. I don't actually know who's the best team on Nuke. That's a tough question to answer, I think.
I think the Dignitas are definitely up there.
Yeah.
They've always been. I think Danish teams in general are really strong at Nuke. I mean, if we want to go back in time for a bit, you had Western Wolves, who were kind of the first. I think they were the first team to beat NIP on LAN, and they actually beat NIP 16-2 on Nuke at DreamHack Summer group stages. So I mean, Danish teams know how to play Nuke.
That was. NIP had already lost to Virtus Pro then, hadn't they? At SLTV Star Series LAN?
It wasn't SLTV after DreamHack Summer? I think Western Wolves beat them on a map, and that was the first time NIP had lost a map on LAN. But Virtus Pro were the first to take an actual game from them.
Oh yeah, an actual game. I see what you mean. Yeah. I will have to check it.
Well, actually, might have been the spring season of the CTD. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that Western Wolves were at least one of the first teams to actually beat NIPLA.
Yeah, all right. Well, either way, we'll see. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, a lot of spam in the chat. What the hell is going on? All right, I'm so sorry, guys. This is going to be the round of rounds, though. NIP, it's the fourth round of the second half here, and as per usual, it comes down to this a lot. If Courage can win this round, then, you know, there might actually be a chance that they can make it back here against the Swedish team. But if they lose this round, it's really going to be really tough. They don't have that much money in NIP. Well, they're pretty good on the CT side. They just need one round here to stabilize, and then they'll be good to go. 35 seconds, though. Not a lot of time for Courage to make something happen. And already, Exist is going to be going down. That is a nice opening. Look at Fiflaren with the wall bang. Perfect angle, taking down World Did It. And that's actually the first time. I mean, we've seen people try, but I haven't actually seen it work just yet. So thank you, Fiflaren, for showing us that.
Hell, Nipper, one of the first teams that we've seen actually really try and make use of that wall bang at all. Remember Forrest trying to go for that, but it was the other way around from ramp to the upper site. But now it's going to be a 2-on-2 situation with 10 seconds left on this clock. They're going to go for it, but the problem is there's a man waiting in Toxic. And as soon as the plant goes down, there you go. And now it is impossible for Courage to win unless they get both kills. And even then, Fiflaren will just go in and go ahead and, you know, smack Simple upside of the head. He doesn't get any money this round, so Simple will be a little bit frustrated with that. But at least Nip, they pick up that 13th round, that first buy round, which was crucial for them.
It's very nice. They are down to just Fiflaren left, so I mean, in that sense, Courage did good economic damage, meaning if they win this round, they can still force the eco on NIP's side, but losing that round is going to be painful. Also, because NIP are now just 3 rounds away from winning. Nice of Forrest, though, to see that coming, you know, going inside that toxic room there. And there is another team that we know that really quite like to do this somewhere.
Titan.
Exactly. They are big fans of it, and it works out pretty well for them. So, you know, why not do it? If you realize early on that it's really going to be B play, then it's a powerful thing having one guy in that room, especially when the terror side have so little time left.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a similar push to what we saw in the pistol round coming out of Courage. I think we're going to see a quick rush down into Secret, or maybe it's fake, actually.
They do have 2 people out here, and they have one guy up that's zone ready to flash in. Are they going to try and see if they can make this work? Flash goes inside, actually 2 flashes and a smoke grenade as well. 1 for 1 so far. Fiflaren and Simple going down now. Freiberg coming out of the vents. But they've slowed it down, Courage. They're sort of walking into the ramp room. I'm not sure what the plan is here. Exists, though, with a Max 7, taking down Zone, and he's ready for one more shot. Blade takes 2 and is down to 6 health.
And then Exist gets him in the end. Get Right will be waiting on the upper side, picks off World Edit, and unfortunately for Courage this time around, it's just not going their way. Freiberg even walks into Prizrak point blank in the vents and puts an end to him. But Nip just herded them along and really did a fantastic job of holding the points. I mean, even with Fiflaren, who did an aggressive push into lobby, saw somebody there, picked him off, got chased down afterwards, but Freiberg immediately came up to support on the upper side. So Nip really just showing their mastery of the defense on this side. It doesn't really seem like Courage have any way in.
I don't know, Vendetta. Now that it's a pistol round coming out from Courage, maybe... I mean, what's the plan there? Because they had the flashbang ready. They had one guy on silo, one guy outside, but then it seemed like they just kind of stopped. They just didn't go anywhere.
Well, I kind of see what they wanted to do initially with the faking yard, because they did a similar strategy in the pistol round where actually everyone went down secret, barring Zone. So I definitely saw that play from that. They wanted to fake out Nip and create space on ramp. But it didn't really work out because nobody from NIP actually held that yard area. I mean, Exist and Force were both at ramp. Fiflaren and Freiberg were both on inner bomb site, so they didn't get anything out of it. So they just wasted a ton of nades, and as you said, we were kind of herded into the trap at ramp.
Alright, it's going to be left up to the match and map point here for NIP. The score is 15-6, and the Swedish team, they just need a single round more, and it's very likely that they're going to get it. I mean, individually, Courage have shown us some really sick stuff. Simple World did it. Even Blade, who was so far behind earlier on, has managed to find his way all the way back to 13 kills. So they've been doing some really great stuff, but as a team right now, NIP are just way better, it seems.
Well, clearly you need to call people out more often, Anders, because Blade just gets the opening frag there, picks off Exist. So this is going to weaken the defense, and now Nip have to worry a little bit about where Courage are going to go from here. But Courage, you know, they get that opening frag, and they're not going to throw it away. They're really holding on to this man advantage and continue to just wait. And as I say that, Fiflaren, however, will find a shot.
It's an interesting grenade from Freiburg. He actually threw an HE from inside the bomb site out onto the silo. I've not seen that before, but that's going to... I want to see more of that. That's going to be really fun if that works out. Freiburg, speaking of him, picks up a kill here, and Zone is going to go down as well. Still alive with the CSET 75 here, and it's going to be down to a 2-on-4.
Sick plays, however, from Freiburg. That's going to be it. I mean, he goes for the hard counter. Simple has managed to get picked off in the meantime as well. Fiflaurin will find him with the wallbang. Fiflaurin alive on the upper side, but Forrest is currently waiting on ramp. He's going to spot Prizrak walking by, and it's going to be GetRight who gets the frag. So the GGs are called. Nip will win this. Pretty handy score, 16-6. And that is going to be a very quick game to start the evening.
That is a quick game, and I think in many people's mind that was probably going to be the quickest game of all of them because, you know, Courage, they definitely do try, and you know, I appreciate the fact that they're stepping it up so much individually. They're playing great, so with a little bit of teamwork, maybe they can really go far. As I said earlier, they are going to Copenhagen games, so it's going to be fun watching them there as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's only the first game. We have 4 more coming up, and it's going to be